Welcome, everybody. It's time for David to come on and chat all things Hitman. How you doing, everybody? Who we got here? We got Gamer29, we got Matthew Edwards, X-Fire, Michael Coy, Grace Lynn, Ali, Wahaz, Muhammad, Caliber, Mr. Mo, Jacket 80s, Mac, Yeet, Panda, Greg. The song that you just heard, I can give you that song right now. It is the Hitman 3 launch trailer. So you should be able to find it from there. Just type in Hitman launch trailer music and you should be able to get that song. Guys, make sure you slap a like on the video if you do enjoy it. We're going to sit down with David, virtually sit down with him in just a second. And I can't wait. What an honor. This guy has been, he's been doing this voice for 20 odd years. He is just unbelievable. So I hope you guys enjoy. The KGB comrade says, man, you're a legend. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, Dan, love your videos. Thank you so much, Mac Reddy. Hey, Dan, love from the Philippines. Neo's Art. Am I Australian? Yes. As you guys would have seen, some of you anyway, my Woods Australian version. Sorry, Woods. Captain Price, the Australian version. 20,000 odd views now for something so random and so funny. That was great to see. But yeah, I am down here in Australia. Do my Aussie price? Hey, there's more coming. What do you reckon about an Aussie Adler? Where is Dave? He's coming. Settle down. He's 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away, guys. Dave. Chris Farmer, love your video. Thank you, man. If you guys didn't know, I've got Troy Baker coming on next week, so make sure you stick around for that as well. We're just nailing the guests. Don't ask me how I'm doing it, because even I don't know. But as you can see, in the background here, we got the little... we got the mission from Hitman 3. If you guys have played it, what a great game. We'll chat to Dave about all that. Just Vincent, you're always in here, man. I really appreciate it. We've got a voice to do. Yeah, we're going to chat to him about all the Hitmans. He's been in so many. And what a voice, seriously. What an iconic voice. I'm going to have to get him to say something like, Dan, mission complete. Or what should I get him to say? Guys, I need your help. What should I get him to say in the voice? Let me know. Portugal, how you doing, man? I appreciate your hustle. You don't even bring... Thank you, man. Thank you, Nick. Chris, thank you for subbing. Dan, ask him to say, this is Agent 47. Dan, mission complete. What do you reckon? Names of friends, so I don't need one. I like that line. I like that line, but how does that tie in with me? I need somehow it needs to say Dan for my little intro. Selfishly. I'll make him laugh, don't you worry. I've made everyone laugh so far. That is Dan. 47 logging off, yeah. He's 4 minutes away, guys, just so you know. And he's graciously given up, I think 45 to an hour, hopefully. Agent 47 going dark.
This is Agent 47 going dark.
The name Agent 47, it's just a whisper on the lips of the dead. I love that line. I love that line. Yeah, so I've got Troy Baker coming on next, guys. So that's exciting. You know him from The Last of Us as Joel. You know him as Booker, Bioshock Infinite. I mean, he's been in everything, hasn't he? So it'd be good to get him on. Also want to get Raul Menendez on. I'd also wouldn't mind getting Ned Luke. All the GTA guys. Arthur Morgan. You know, where the list is endless. So we're going to go big. Go hard or go home. You can't wait? Thank you. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys. If you're watching the VOD or live, make sure you do click that subscribe. I'm close to 80, and then we're getting closer to that big milestone of 100. Good evening, 47. Your target is Dan Allen. That's good, but that would be Diane who would say that. I asked James if you'd like to go back on your show, and he said he'd love to. Wow, there you go. Yeah, James C. Burns is a great guy, obviously. Frank Woods from Black Ops. We had him on if you haven't seen that. But yeah, I'd love to have him back. I'm actually making a video, another one with him in it, because he did a lot of the lines for the first mission. All right, here's David, guys. Are you ready? David is here. What an honor. Here we go, guys. Agent 47.
Yeah.
David, we're live. Can you hear me, man?
I can, yeah.
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Oh, hang on. Here you go. Oh, now you're going to get a shock. Hey.
How you doing, mate? How you been? Nice to meet you.
And you, Dan. I saw you. We were linking up on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
And I've only not accepted it, so I'm here.
Yeah, you use LinkedIn?
What's that?
Do you use LinkedIn a lot or not?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. But I just hadn't clicked accept you, because I go, okay.
Yeah, suss me out a bit. Is that your little booth there, home booth?
I'm in it. Yeah, I basically live in it anyway. So I thought,
wow,
everyone's doing homeschooling at the moment. So I got kids in every room going, doing school based from home. So I thought, I'm never going to get any peace and quiet. So I'll go in my booth where I basically live anyway. So
you're in Denmark, yeah?
Yeah.
And have you been there since you landed this role?
Pretty much. Actually, no, longer than that. But I moved here. I came here as an actor in 1990 when I was based in London. And then I did a gig for an English-speaking theatre company over here. And I just fell in love with the place. And then I moved here 2 years later in 92. And I got Hitman in 99.
I was born in 93, just to... I don't want to make you feel old. I don't want to make you feel old.
That's the end of this interview. Really? 93?
My subscribers were saying, you got to make him laugh. I said, I'll get him in the first 5 minutes.
Yes, you just did. Drinks on me. Okay.
How's things with COVID over there? Is it a big factor, or...
Yeah, I think you guys are probably knocking it on the head better than we are, because you just don't let people in.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get right, you bastards. Even Australians are only 1,000 a week. But no, I mean, I think we have it actually right now under control, but they're still nervous about the what do you call it? This British South African mutation. Of the ones that are being affected now. In Denmark, the highest percentage is this mutation because it's so so catchy. But I think we're just knocking it on the head. But we're not. They've actually just extended the lockdown. It was supposed to kind of ease up on the 7th of February, but now.
So you are in lockdown.
Total
wow.
lockdown.
Yeah.
And they've extended it to the end of February.
Oh.
So nothing is open except a food shop, a gas station, and a chemist. That's it.
And that's why the homeschooling, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they're, although they said last night, they came on the news, they said all the kids up to 4th grade, they can go to school from Monday.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's just happened last night.
How old are your kids?
I got 3 girls.
Whoa, that's a lot of female energy.
Don't go there. No, love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
What's the age difference?
19, 16,
geez.
and 10. And
so there's boyfriends coming in.
Bloody good looking. So I've been beating boys off with a stick for years. Actually. Now I've just given up. They got some good boyfriends, so that's cool.
Do they know you from the games?
Yeah, they do. And here's the thing: they were genuinely nervous about meeting Hitman. I went, yeah, let them be nervous. I'll just polish my baller here and load up my shotgun. Hi, where are you going tonight? So they were a little intimidated. Now they just
you might have a few targets if anything goes awry.
Yeah, I know where you live.
So I have to talk to you about Hitman 3. As you can see here in my backdrop, you got the
you got China.
The little Blade Runner vibes, which I love from this level.
Oh, don't even go. That's my favorite film of all time.
Is it?
Yeah, and I know I shouldn't have said this, but I as late as yesterday, someone, I think it was Clements from IO Interactive, put out a free frame grab from China, and I wrote, "Oh man, it's so Blade Runner," and I'm going,
"Yeah,
what do you mean? I'm Hitman. I shouldn't be talking about Hitman 3 in terms of Blade Runner, but screw it. It looks like Blade Runner."
Blade Runner. I'm glad that you said that's your favorite movie because
of all time. I know.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I've seen that film I literally don't know, at least 20 times, at least.
How do you find the sequel? I love the sequel just as much.
Yeah, I do as well.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. And I'm so glad they didn't dumb down for the sequel. You know, you just got to go.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, I thought, come on, don't do this, Hollywood, and they didn't. And it's kind of tough viewing, and that's the way it should be, because the future in that world is not a bunch of laughs.
No.
I loved it. I saw it just last week, actually. It was on TV.
Blade Runner?
I'll take it. Yeah, Blade Runner, the second one.
I tell you what, it's probably the first one's probably in my top 5 of all time as well. So
yeah, really?
Yeah, no, I just
love all the different versions, the director's cuts and the extendeds and that.
Just the world. Just the world.
It's the world. And that's what got me with when I first saw it was Hong Kong. It was some of the CGI sequences or the cut down sequences from Hong Kong back in 1999. I saw it for Codename 47. And that's it. I just saw that and I went, yeah, I'll do it. I'm doing it. I don't know if it's going to be a crap game, but I'm doing it. It's just so.
Yeah, walk us through the start of all this, because I know you've probably answered this question 100 times, but
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's someone once said to me, how did you get to that point? Where you were offered the job, and you're going, it's not that. And then what I did, I kind of looked at my life. I looked back on that moment, and because it was so kind of incidental, where I was in a studio doing a voiceover for something else, and then someone actually interrupted our session and came and said, "Hey, David, listen, when you're finished, would you mind coming and have a look in the editing suite next door, where we're doing the computer graphics for a new computer game, and we need a voice." I went, "Oh yeah, sure, fine." And I carried up, and I went next door, and that's when I went, "Oh, This is a no-brainer. But here's the thing. You should try this sometime, even though you've only been alive since 1993. God, I hate you. Is that spool back your life? Rewind your life to where you are now, right? How did you get there? What were the accidental decisions and purposeful decisions you made to get you to sit in front of that microphone and be where you are now? I mean, you didn't wake up when you were when you're shitting in your diapers going, one day I'll be wearing these and I'll be talking into a microphone. How did you get? And so the point is that I did that, and I kind of rewound to work out, it can't have just been so accidental, and then I found out there was a kind of serendipity about it, that I'd walked away from an audition for a state theater in South Africa, where I was just having a laugh doing drama as one of my other subjects, and I was stopped by this one of my senior lecturers, and he said, "Hey, Dave, where you going?" I said, "Man, the audition's off. I was going to partner the star of our drama department in her audition, where I was going to be playing, the other part, but I was anonymous. Point is, she crapped out because of nerves, and so therefore it was all off. And I went, great, I'm going surfing. So I was leaving the department, and he stopped me and he said, "David, listen, I know you're only 20 and you haven't got a brain." Oh, he didn't say that, but I know that's what he was thinking. And he said, "This is a moment in your life. This is just a moment. Trust me, this is a very big moment. Take it." And I went, "Well, I can't audition. I don't know the words." And get to the point is, he said, "Listen, you've got 2 hours before your audition. Go in and check your audition speeches from your half-term or mid-year audition classes, where you kind of take the notes. And trust me, the words will come back to you. And go into one of the movement rooms, look in the mirror, and use the notes to kind of as a form of direction, where it says, don't fidget, don't do this, don't." I went, "Oh, okay." And I did it, and I ended up going in and went, "Hello, I'm not, this girl's name. I am the guy called Partner." And she couldn't make it, so I've got 15 minutes. I'm going to give it a go, and if I don't know my lines, you'll have to just hang in there, because I have to go and have a look. I had no chance to get nervous, and that's exactly what led me to becoming an actor, because that company, the State Theater, employed me and said, "Shit, man, when can you start?" And from the irony being, I actually then went, "You know what? I need to take this acting seriously. So I'm going to say no to you and do a postgraduate 1-year degree, honors degree in straight drama. See you in a year's time." And they went, "That's cool. We'll get a better actor. See you in a year's time." Now, I always thought the moment of becoming an actor, which led me to be in that room doing a voiceover, some 20 years later or whatever, was because of the letter I got from the State Theater. Oh shit! Sorry. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
The point being is, and I've still got that. It was a telegram. I mean, that shows you. You don't even know what a telegram is. The point is, I always thought that telegram was, that's the day I decided to become an actor and choose this. Oh yeah. No. It was that man who stopped me walking away from a moment. Now, that moment led me to become a crazy actor. And that took me to Britain from South Africa. And that led me to an audition to this English theater, in Denmark, led me here. And shit, there I am in a studio 20 years later and goes, "Hey, Dave, do you want to have a piece of one of the biggest and best games on the planet?" Oh, let me think about that. So it's funny how it works out. So when try it, it'll scare you sometimes. If you do it to yourself and going, "Okay, how did I get here?" And it's not what you think it is.
So you didn't really have any plans for anything?
No, I've always been very instinctive
Mm.
about those kind of decisions.
Yeah.
I must say, some of those your instincts get well and truly trampled on or set to one side when you've got a family.
Yeah.
Things like, hey, should I go to the Mentawai Islands and go surfing, or should I stay at home and feed my kids? What a bummer. So no, not a bummer at all. But
Yeah.
it slows you down with making those spontaneous decisions, which I always used to do. I mean, moving to Denmark, for example, was crazy. What are you going to do in Denmark? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm an English-speaking actor, and you're moving to a country where they go hurdy-gurdy, shkahoody-doody, And I'm going, well,
Do they really?
I don't know. Yeah, actually, that's Swedish. That's next door.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
but
close enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, so I had no plan. I just knew I was going to grow old in this country, and
Wow.
I just wanted that to happen, and so I got a job, because you couldn't just move here at that time. I have a British passport as well as a South African.
I was going to say you're South African, yeah.
Yeah, but my parents are British. My father was
So
actually
you
stationed
never lived there
where? In Britain?
in South
Yeah.
Africa. In South
Yeah,
Africa.
I did. Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
did.
did? Yeah.
I did 0 to 6,
Oh, yeah.
and then I did 11 to 24. So I've done 6
okay.
years and 11 years. And I've only done 7 years in Britain and another 7 years in Britain. Apparently, I can't get beyond 7 years. Just makes me go crazy. But and I've done 329 years in Denmark.
Oh, wow.
So,
You don't age.
yeah, I know. Look good for 400 years old. No, it's and here's the irony. I got a work permit to come to Denmark, because they went, English-speaking actor coming to Denmark, and you are going to be on the dole the day after. Get out of here. I went, all right, it's a fair cop. But no, you have to have a job. Then now if you're in the EU, you can move around free. But
Okay.
but back then in 92, I moved here. I had to have a job, and my job was a dishwasher in a restaurant. I was a slave in the kitchen, just cleaning toilets, washing the dishes, and swabbing the deck. It was a boat in a cabaret theater boat, a restaurant thing in Copenhagen. So, but I just knew. There was the instinct thing. I just knew that's where I got to go here. I've got to listen to my instinct. I don't know where it's going to go. But
Did you have were you with your wife at the time?
no, I was
Oh, wow.
absolutely alone. And you know what? I think, as far as I know, and I'm pretty sure this is a good bet, that I'm the only foreigner who moved here without a woman or a guy. I mean, they go, okay, what was her name? I went, no. I'm just, okay, what was his name? No. I'm just want to meet. I want to come here, And they go,
Yeah.
what's the catch? You don't speak the language. You clean dishes.
Mm.
What a career move! You're 32 years old. You got 2 degrees. I thought you were an actor. I am. I'm gonna act again one day.
Yeah.
And so that's the instinct thing. I just knew I couldn't ignore it. I'd just shrivel up and die if I didn't.
How did you find the voice? How did the voice come
Yeah,
about?
no, yes, well, of course, I bought it in a shop.
I thought so.
No, that's the irritating thing. That's the God-given thing.
You just did it one day. It just came out.
Yeah, well, I had a voice coach at my drama department, a woman called Joan Little, and she was an elderly lady then, and she used to irritate the arse off me, because she said some real truths, and I found it still intriguing the way she was talking about verbal dynamics, and that how the way you say something has an effect. Words have power. Okay, no bollocks, they don't. And she was right on every point. And I still smile now. I've just come from another meeting with a sound engineer for audio books.
Oh yeah.
And he's just literally today handed in my last. I don't do audiobooks very often because they're too time consuming and they pay crap. But if a good one comes along, I'll go, yeah, please, I'll do this. Anyway, the point is, he said, Dave, listen, I'm going to play something for you now. I'm going to play a couple of voice samples. You tell me what you think of them. And he put them on, and I went, oh, that is shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, but it's probably your best friend, but that's not good. And he went, good. You're spot on. And then he played the Danish version of this book I've just read.
Oh yeah.
And I went, oh. And I said, do I have to answer this? Because now I'm getting worried he's got to point him. He's like, there's some kind of angle. And I went, it's really, really crap. And he went, oh, that's a relief. And I went, why? He said, because now listen to what you just did. And he played 15 seconds of this book I've just done, which he did the master mix and sent it in. And I'm going, oh, yeah. And he said, you talk like you're talking to someone, to one person. You really, and he was saying, I know he was saying nice things, but the point is he was saying,
personal.
You sound like you're talking one to one. So you kind of, you lean in as a listener and going, really? I didn't know that. Wow. No, tell me more. And then I thought, I'm not going to go into details with him because he's just a mate. We're having a cup of coffee. But I thought of that elderly lady, Joan Little, back at my in my drama school in South Africa, university. And I thought, damn, she's right. Words do, the way you say stuff, the way you engage, and the energy you use in expelling, breath over your vocal cords, it does make a difference. And I have been aware of looking after, of paying attention to that when I do voiceovers. So there is an irritating, damn, you've got an inbuilt compressor in your voice. I'm sorry, But apart from that, I do think I've become good at it over the years. I lucked into a really good job. So.
Wow.
I do other stuff as well.
You can't be replaced, mate. You really can't.
Well, shit.
It's crazy.
I hope I don't be. Yeah, we'll see now. I mean, now Hitman
I don't think it's possible that the fans will riot because that's what happened back in. Was it Absolution?
Yeah.
That same
don't
thing
mention
happened.
The war, as far as they're concerned. They decided, which is their right, to go in a new direction, as they say, or go in another. We decided to go in another direction. It's a great way of saying you're fired, which is fine. Do
you get the call about that, or do you just be left in the dark?
No, you know what? That was a bummer. I found out they'd been at the E3, and at that point,
really?
I've been doing Hitman for 11 years, and we knew Absolution was coming up, but it took 6 years for Absolution to get out. That the engine became
garbage,
obsolete. So they had to rebuild a whole new engine and get this shit together. And somewhere in that time, they just replaced me without telling me. They're bastards.
Yeah, right.
They're all dead.
Wow.
No. So, but then they'd gone to the E3 with a little taste of it, and suddenly my phone lit up. It exploded on the Sunday morning, and it started already on the Saturday night, and I thought my phone was having a little kind of power surge, heart attack or something, because it just like because I had all communication. I thought, who's going to call me at the middle of the night? And it was the Twitter feed and all the other social medias just
blowing
exploded.
up.
Yeah, and that's when they normally they don't even play my voice. Agent 47's voice. It's normally a trailer voice. No one knew what he was like. He was the legend. All
Oh,
that
wow,
kind
you
of.
got it that too. They should have hired you for that.
Do those trailers as well. It's so embarrassing.
Oh,
But
wow.
but anyway, the short story is they tried him out, and the fans decided not to buy it. They started a campaign.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to pre-order, and they didn't.
Wow. That's just crazy, isn't it?
February to May of 2012, I think it was, and they just didn't. So I finally got a kind of a sheepish phone call from iInteractive going, ha ha.
Oh, really?
But the joke was they didn't tell me what it was. They said, Dave, listen, would you be interested in working with us again? I've said, of course. I thought you were dead. No, I didn't say that. And
surely you doubled the price at that point.
Well, I didn't, but my agent murdered them.
Okay. Yeah.
And I said, please be gentle with us. And I went, I'm going to be very gentle, but my agent is going to be a bitch.
Bad cop, good cop. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good deal. Put it lightly.
Yeah. Wow. But
so
I mean,
it's just how it is.
Yeah.
To their total credit, iInteractive, they were then owned by Square Enix, and they went behind the backs of Square Enix and called me in total secrecy, and we re-recorded the whole of Absolution over about a month.
Wow.
Top secret. It was all kind of really. It was like a level from Hitman going, I'm here again. And go into the studio, and they lock the studio. And people say, "Hey, Dave, what are you recording in the studio?" Nothing to do with none of your business. But
surely it's a bit obvious
then they
if
went
see
and
you.
yeah, they're going, well, you're here every day. No, well, I'm just doing stuff, And they went over and showed it to Square Enix, and Square Enix could have said, "Listen, what the hell? You've gone behind our backs. You're all fired." But they actually, power to them, they listened to the new guy and me, and they went, "Yeah, you're right. Let's go with the bald guy."
But it's crazy that they wanted to go in a new direction, because I actually think, besides probably the latest Hitman, Blood Money was awesome. That's a cult.
I love Blood Money. Blood Money. I did a bit of research at the EGX in Birmingham, England, in 2015. I did a meet and greet thing there, which just got out of control.
With people.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 30 minutes meet and greet, and it went on for 4.5 hours.
It's hard to turn people away, though, isn't it?
I was like, this is my hand trying to sign to Anyway, it was cool. But what my little research I did there was I'd ask every single person, what's the best game so far? What do you think was the best game? And about at that point, seriously, about at least 70% said Blood Money. And that was because they thought it was just the most biggest fat, sandbox that you could really explore different ways of completing a hit. And I was going, I quite like Absolution, actually.
But that was so do I.
But I loved them all, but it was because it was a more lockdown story-driven thing. So the sandbox wasn't nearly as
it was more
expansive.
linear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Linear. That's a big word. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, no. Well, you look back at the Metacritic scores and the reception, and they're all high. Like, there's not a bad game in the whole series.
Yeah,
really.
Even after the very first one with Codename 47, I remember the guys at iInteractive, because they had never done this before. They went, wow, we got these amazing reviews as a debut AAA game. Got in the deep end. And I went, oh, good. So you're all going to be millionaires. And he went, no one bought it. And I'm going,
really?
What? Well, by comparison to the reviews,
right.
it was
it
recognized. by the industry as being groundbreaking, and that again, that didn't lower the bar at all. It's like you really have to pay attention to get through this. And Silent Assassin was definitely what you were going for. It didn't work to sort of kick the door down and do a Vin Diesel on the room and go bazookas. You know, you really had to kind of go, psst, you're dead, and that was like, oh, that's not very Hollywood. You know that. What happened to the car chase and all that big noises? But it didn't. You know, it took time. Not time, but it got the dedicated fans from the get-go, I think. But the fan base obviously became more involved and bigger the more material you gave them. That's why, you know, Blood Money was an extremely well-received game, because it had a great story, but it also had a very big sandbox to go and play in. But I think the trilogy. I don't know. Have you had a chance to play?
Mate, I've played about 50 hours of Hitman 3.
I hate you. You know, here's the thing. I haven't played it yet.
Oh, no, I was going to ask you.
No. I am going to kill people in a minute. I wrote to iInteractive yesterday. I said, guys, this is, I know your building's closed, but let me in. And you've got a whole room full of consoles, for crying out loud, you know. And there's no one there. The bloody place is, everyone's working from home. So I said, that's enough is enough. Will you send me some bloody access keys now? And also my oldest daughter's up in Oslo. She
is that the capital?
Yeah, no, it's Oslo, it's capital of Norway.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm in, you know, just outside Copenhagen.
Yeah.
But went up there for like to open up a shop with another girl, like a what do you call it, a jewelry shop. She's taken a year out of school. She's finished school, and then she wants to go around and see the world, but she needs to better have a bit of cash. So she was going to use 6 months or so, get her money together and go to Japan, Australia,
good
and all
choice.
those places. But of course, COVID knocked all that shit on the head. So this job, she's sitting in Oslo, and they've now, you know, like Denmark, Norway is just locked down big time.
Yeah.
And so she's sitting in a flat going, oh my, she's got a nice
Norwegian
boyfriend. No, but she's going, Dad, I'm going up the wall here, you know, and my boyfriend up here, he really loves Hitman, but we don't have access to it. And I went, I will make this so. I will make it happen. So I wrote to them yesterday again, guys, you send me some PS4 keys and some computer keys. And they wrote back, you will have them tomorrow, which is today. So I haven't checked my mails yet, but I don't see them lighting up with access keys.
So you haven't played today. You haven't played the third one, but you've seen a lot of it. You're in it.
Yeah. I know what happens.
You know what happens. How did you?
No,
what did you think of the story?
A lot of the, I've seen. Yeah, I know the whole story.
Because I love that secret ending. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, okay, we'll keep it quiet. But I tell you what, that secret ending, man.
It's a good ending. It's a good ending, and I have to say, before I got the script, I wasn't expecting that ending.
Yeah,
I wasn't, and I'm happy about it. And so,
what was your reaction?
Yeah, I think they've got a photograph of me with both my arms in the air. Yeah, but I'm chuffed. But obviously now things are on hold because they're gonna get their feet wet with James
007
Bond.
now. You're playing 007. Surely.
No, I'm not playing 007. No, I'm not. No, they've been very coy about this. I understand.
Haven't they?
100%. Yeah, they have.
Very quiet.
I didn't know. I said, guys, you don't
really?
Open up another building. Yeah, I didn't know. I know you've got something up your sleeves. And they're going, who told you? I mean, come on. Of course you have. What is it? I can't tell you. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. La, 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 la. You know, I mean, so I knew, everyone knew that was something up, was coming or something, and it was big. They, as I say, they also opened up another studio just across the water from Zealand, which is where Copenhagen's on, this island of Zealand, and Sweden. So they've opened up a studio in Malmö.
So they've expanded the team.
Yeah, big time. And if you go onto their website, if you want a job there, Dan, you just sign up, man, because they are gagging for.
Can I have you on my resume as my
Yeah,
as
sure.
my referee?
Yeah, no worries. Seriously, they're hiring big time.
Wow.
And I know it's pissed off everyone from Square Enix to, you know, Sony.
Oh yeah.
All the other. They're going, why didn't we get it? Come on, you gave it to these kooks, you know. And I'm going, way to go, IO Interactive. You deserve this. So it's a very big deal.
Wow, what a big deal!
So,
a 007
things
game.
Yeah, no, it is really huge, and I know they absolutely nail it.
They will.
But as far as the voice is concerned, they're very coy about that. So I'm sure I will have nothing to do with it.
I will be genuinely annoyed though if you're not in the game, even just a cameo. I will be annoyed.
If you go on the Twitter feeds and stuff, there's a lot of attention out there saying, "Come on, give David, let him be the villain for crying out loud."
Yeah, even the villain. Come on,
or something, or a cameo, or let me be M. I don't know. Yeah, Mr. Bond, you're late. You know, I don't know. No, I don't know what'll happen about that. But I understand and fully appreciate that they need probably to kind of distance me from the new franchise. Like, is there another actor out there? No, there isn't. It's the bald guy again. Get him in. But you know what? Here's the irony. I would be a bloody good James Bond.
You would. That's what's annoying.
Because it has all that dry, you know, dark, black humor and sophistication stuff. You know, I mean, but they're gonna get some. It'll be someone else, I'm sure of it. But who knows? There could be something for me,
something there. Yeah, hopefully
for the existing fan base to go, hey, let's. I know, for example, in LA, John Woo's working on a TV series of Hitman, and
surely you're playing.
Well, no. They'll get some young stud, you know.
Bloody age! It's just a number.
I know. Well, hey, if they aren't. Hollywood's not that brave. They don't.
No, they're not, are they?
They do not have the balls. But there is a move ahead to get me in there, you know, to be the M, or you know, the guy in the office, to be in the part of the
as an Easter egg sort of thing.
Well, no, someone in the agency, you know, so they can go, hey, it's him. Yeah, see that guy in the background? That's the real guy.
That's the real one, yeah.
But I don't know. You hear a lot of stories, and none of it comes.
What did you think of the movies? The 2 movies that came out?
Well,
be as harsh as you want to be, because I know I have.
No, you know what? Here's what would you do? Now, Dan, you're going to cast this film, right?
Yeah.
The actor who's played it for that point has done it for 14 years. He was 47 years old. They were shooting it in South Africa. I'm from South Africa. My neighbor in my old last house, we look into each other's gardens, was Ulrich Thompson, who played the villain. Ulrich Thompson and myself had the same agent. I'm going, fuck me. Join the bloody dots. You know? I mean, so, and then,
far out.
Luke
they must have really not liked you.
I'm exactly loser. You know? So they it was weird. Sadly, when first it was going to be Vin Diesel, then it was going to be Bruce Willis, and then
wow,
and then it was Paul Walker. would have actually been. He
Wow.
would have probably done a nice number.
He
But
would
then
have,
when
yeah.
he died in that car accident, doing some stunt for Fast and Furious,
Yeah.
he that's when it opened up, and at that point, Luc Besson had taken over as executive producer or producer in Paris, and that's when the film got interesting from my point of view, because I thought, oh, okay, it's become a European film now. I know 20th Century paying the bills, but I thought it's going to be more like Leon,
Yeah.
Luc Besson's Leon.
Oh, what a movie.
That I
Yeah.
know, great movie. And now that's the kind of movie it should have been.
I agree.
But so Luc Besson was very interested in me. I heard, but we contacted 20th Century and said, guys, this, and this. I mean, I'll fly over. I'll just give me 15 minutes of your lives. Aren't you even curious? No. So I went, oh, okay. And Timothy Oliphant was already on their books doing the Deadwood TV series. So they used him. And, he is a fine actor. It's just when he cut off his hair, he looked about 12. And that's not his problem. He's going to let me take those guns from you, Agent 47. They might go up in your hand. Does your mummy know where you are?
Oh, it's so
He's
true.
a lovely actor. And
Far out.
good luck to him. But, when you saw the film, you're going, yeah, no.
Nah.
He doesn't have a
It's
lot.
just shocking, really. If
Yeah,
I have to be honest.
The next one was
Slightly better.
better because of the actor was what's his name?
He was
Friend.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Rupert,
cool because he
is his name?
Russell Friend, isn't it? Or
Rupert
Friend.
Rupert Friend.
He's a shit good actor, and though he looked even less like Agent 47, I was afraid. He's going, listen, guys, a word of advice: just run. You don't want to be in this room more than 3 minutes with that man, because you're going to end up dead. So for me, he had the presence of Agent 47, but film. It was a bit better, but it wasn't good.
So going back to the games, you've obviously played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Of the new trilogy.
Yeah, I have. Not all the way through.
No.
I don't have that kind of time. How do you find the time?
Well, this is my job, so it's a bit different.
Yeah. Well,
it is tough, though. It is tough.
You don't have kids.
No, I don't have kids. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I sentence you to children.
I don't have 3 kids, 3 girls. No.
Okay. So no, but of course it's your job. Then you can. I mean, I do have that ability to go and say to my wife and my children, right, I've got to go to work now. I've got my PlayStation 4 under my arm. Do not disturb me. I'm working. And then go. I can officially allow myself to say that, out loud without, being divorced or something, beaten up. But I'm too busy, man. But this now that yesterday, as I said, enough's enough. I'm gonna find the time. I have to play this because what I played of 1 and 2, just.
I'll tell you what, they nailed it in the last 3 games. The level design, level design is unbelievable. Like,
Dan, I totally agree with you.
Standard
it went up another notch. But here's the thing. I've spoken to people at IO Interactive, and I've been to the Paris Games with some of the big knobs of IO Interactive, and one of the level designers, and where I got to talk to him. I said, aren't you kind of a little bit, I'm not disappointed, that's not the right word for it, but I'm going, guys, you've raised the bar so high, and it's almost like the fans going, yeah, it was okay. I mean, they adore it, but they don't necessarily appreciate just how high that bar has been raised, unless you're maybe a real kind of nerdy pixel counter,
They're almost a little bit spoiled now, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and that in a way that's the way it should be, because
Yeah.
technology is going that fast now. I want to get into VR. I want to get my virtual reality on and go, man, these are my hands.
I forget about the VR. I haven't done the VR experience yet,
Oh,
but I've heard
that
good things.
you must try, and that's when I want to, I want to get into to iInteractive and go up and play in their playroom, and then and fart around with my VR. No, I'm gonna do it if it kills me. But so no, I haven't touched 3.
What about
What's
the
your best
other?
level of 3?
What about the other? How many are there? There's 7 in total.
I think there's 8.
8 in total now.
I think
You would have played
because
the
the
other
first one.
5.
What's that? What were the other? What were they called?
You would have played the other 5.
Yeah, I've played them all.
Yeah,
Until I haven't played Hitman 3. I haven't been
That's
near the console, and I I recorded it. I only
how.
finished recording it in like November,
Really?
October, November. Yeah, because
Wow.
it's spread out. We do a recording session about once every 6 to 8 weeks. Started in April, something like that, and went through to October, November. So
Wow.
they kind of call you in. We've got the next level ready, and then they call you back in for
That's how
some
they do it.
retakes. If they suddenly decided instead of we want to use a long shot, you coming up the beach, and we've gone away from it's a close up with just your mouth and your earpiece talking to Diana. So now we need that take to be done a bit bigger, or
Yeah.
just a different vocal quality to it. So they're working on it. They're totally on top of it. But I like the fact that they're going from level to level.
Yeah.
They're writing, and I mean they're way ahead of me, years ahead of me. But that it's still flexible. It's not locked down until it's locked down. Very late
But
in the day.
how do you nail the one-liners? Like every time in this game, the one-liners make me laugh every time.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like the delivery.
yeah. That's a funny thing there, because I mean they're not the same. They're not the original writers from when I was a
No.
child when I started, and you weren't born. Yes, you were born. But can't get
Don't
over
hold
that.
it against me,
You were
please.
born in '93. Crying out loud. No, but what I'm trying to say is the writers have kind of grown up together,
Mm.
and there is an element of they are writing the story and being true to the story. Like, I mean, I've said this to them. Oh, can I just come to one of these brainstorming sessions? I want to be in the room when you're thinking, okay, what's he gonna do today?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do a helicopter jump onto the highest building on the planet in Dubai. Whoa, good idea. Pass the doobie. Yeah, I got a better idea. Chandelier from, I mean, where do they think of these crazy ideas? So, but there is a little kind of synergy thing where the writers now thinking might be consciously or unconsciously writing a line where they go, oh, I could hear David maybe say this. Or
Yeah.
they know they've been through, they know the character so well, Agent 47, that, he would not do this, but he could do that. So those decisions have come with experience, but then they have this added dimension. They're going, oh, I could hear David say this line, Oh, yeah, that would work. But I will say this, in Hitman 2, things changed a bit, and where I disagreed. And I was wrong. I was so wrong. He went from being the silent assassin of man of few words to being a guy who's like had verbal diarrhea when he was in disguise with all these non sequitur, meaningless lines, or like when he's in disguise, the
Yeah.
waiter he'd be going, would you like some more lemon in your gin and tonic, sir? Would you have more ice? I'm going, what are you doing? Who is this guy? This is not. And they go, David, the way the levels build up and the way the game's sophistication of the player and the game, we want to make the game more, that the player feel like he's interacting more with Agent 47. Because obviously there are long sequences where he's in disguise. You've taken a disguise and you're walking through the room. You're interacting with all these characters around you. He should be saying lines in character. So I went, I don't think this is a good idea. And I recorded it, and I was horribly wrong, because it does help.
It does. It really does.
Draw the player in even more. So so I was totally for all the extra lines, when, you know, these one-liners and trying to suck a bit of as much, you know, dry black humor into them as possible. Whenever I get the chance. Here's the thing, though. Agent 47 is a really crap actor.
That's the best part.
And that's part of it, you know.
Yeah,
because there's a part of me going, oh, shouldn't I do this thing with a bit of an accent? Because I've taken over one of the guys. But no, just do Agent 47, kind of acting a bit badly, you know. Going, would you like another ice cube? You know, it just, you know. So, and it's wonderful. What I found really funny, you got to see it in Hitman 1. In the first level in Paris, I'm backstage for the fashion show. And Agent 47 gets to be kind of a bit thrown when he's approached by a very outrageous gay makeup designer or you know, fashion person backstage. And I laughed at this, because I thought, yeah, he's like, I've got no information in this area. There's this outrageous gay guy going, hi, you must be the new so-and-so. And he's going, yeah, I am. And like, he's just going, oh, I don't know. Should I just kill him anyway? No, I won't. And it's quite fun, because we got a little bit of weird sort of homophobia in there, but in a fun way, where he's just going, don't quite know how to deal with this.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I deal with bad people, and you're not bad at all, but you're just a bit flamboyant. I don't know.
It's a great dynamic, yeah.
I'm gonna have to
replay that now.
Yeah, check it out, because now that I've told you that, you might be able to read it in some of the lines I was saying, because it's not meant in any, trust me.
Oh yeah, no, it's just
bad
for fun,
way. Yeah. It just made him more human, because he's just going, oh, I don't know. Well,
I feel like you have humanized him a bit more over the years as you've gone on.
Yeah.
Would you agree? Yeah.
Yeah, Dan. I'm glad you think so, because that's what's weird. I think this character, listen, he doesn't exist, but he does. And you know, it's become such a real person. I mean, I've said this before in interviews and I really mean this. Shit, I'd love to go and have a beer with him. You know, I'll probably be a bit of a weird conversation saying, so, Tobias, you know, how was your day? You have a tough day, and you be going, you have no idea. You know? But I would love to have the beer. You know, I really look upon him as a friend, as a mate. And I know that because when I do the last words, when I know it's the end of the whole recording session, you know, over 6 months, I really get a bit sad and sentimental in the last session, because I'm kind of going, oh, I'm not going to hang out with Agent 47. Oh, I've got to wait years now. Oh, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And I took a selfie in my very last session as I'd finished the last words. And I know there's going to be a long break. And I don't know what the future's going to hold. And I just took this back to the impulsive thing or instinctive thing. And I just took it in the studio quickly. Just took it before I had time to think, when I was still just feeling what I was thinking, or thinking what I was feeling, whatever that. And it really reads. It's a bit oh shit, I won't be able to share that with anyone.
Mm.
And I didn't, because I'm gonna miss the guy.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
so weird. So weird
well,
saying that.
I feel like IO said that they're not done recently
No, they're
because
not. They're not done. Oh,
they this
they're
is a
not done.
huge this has been a huge success from what I know
Yeah,
anyway. This game.
but who? There's no way of knowing how they will reboot the franchise after um, Double O Seven has landed and expanded and so on. No, they'll be insane to just go, hey, we don't need those zillions of dollars. Hey,
That's the problem. Yeah.
let's shut
Yeah.
down Hitman. That's a crap thing. We don't need money. No, it'll
Yeah.
come back, definitely. But they might just reboot it in a completely different way. And again, let's get some 19-year-old kid and have Agent 47, the early years. Or I think it would be fun if he was allowed. That's why one of the things I liked about Absolution.
Yeah.
Was they roughed him up,
Mm.
and the whole was a very dark story personally, and they
Bit
had to
more
go.
actiony, would you say?
Yeah, it was more. It was like a feature film,
Mm.
but also that he kind of like tried to scratch off his barcode, and they roughed him up, made him look older and like a kind of an alcoholic that was recovering. So they made him more mature.
Yeah.
But and I thought that's fun. That's a good idea. So that could easily happen. That let's have him being older in the next game in 5 years' time. It would have more kind of resonance and stuff. But
Mm.
you're always appealing to a gaming community that tend to be young people. Yes, even younger than you, Dan.
I'm
But
old in the gaming community.
I know you're a bloody dinosaur, man. But so then you tend to get in younger characters. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but maybe who knows? Because seriously, 20 odd years, 20. Well, it's actually closer to 21 than 20. But
Wow.
the game came out in 20, so that's what counts. But I started my recording in
In 99,
1999.
98, yeah.
But
So where would you go? You would go with the older version of 47 if they were to do it again?
yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that would make sense because my voice is getting deeper and richer and
Yeah.
it has a timbre to it now, which I can get round and do something else, but and make it lighter. But it wouldn't be really me.
Mm.
I found out I did an interview yesterday
Yeah.
for a company called Pixel TV. I'm not advertising them, but the point is, they said, "Hey, do you know that line you did in a Lego commercial?" Because I used to do all Lego commercials around the
Oh,
world,
really?
English-speaking countries, for 10 years.
Wow.
As me shouting into a microphone, selling little plastic Lego, buy it now. At this line, a man has fallen into the river. It won best meme in the best meme of 2020 because they used this. A man has fallen into the river from Lego City, and they've
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's insane. I had no idea until yesterday.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
That's
so
hilarious.
yeah. So what I'm saying is with that, the Lego voice was it was this younger voice that was really kind of what's the word?
High
Can't think of it.
pitched?
Yeah, high pitched basically, and
Yeah.
trying to sound young,
Yeah.
But it's not my natural, pitch. So I think
Yeah.
it would be crazy in 3 or 5 years time if we came back to that. I try to do a younger version. If they go in a younger, if they do a younger version, then it will be the time to probably get another actor. But so I hope they have Hitman comes back, Agent 47, as he is and older. as a kind of
I think
wizened
that'd be
up
cool.
guy.
I think it'd be the right direction. And expand off some of the levels, like the Knives Out level. You know, the mansion. That's just an
Well, I
unbelievable
think
piece of game.
I think here's the thing, when Hitman comes back, there is going to be such a resonance in players who've literally grown up playing this game to go back to use some of the same locations, to revisit them. I know
100%.
they've done that already. You know, you can go back and go back into Sapienza but I think there's actually an element to this which is going to have a nostalgia feel to it.
Oh yeah, it already does.
But sets it up, and you know, you can do other stuff in the same location and so on. But I think it could be a real interesting selling point, because there are all millions of new games out there, and shit, who knows what it'll be out there in 3 to 5 years. It'll be a different industry. It'll be scratch and sniff, VR in space. I don't know. But
5D.
Whatever that is. You know?
Smell, you know, the 3D,
exactly.
4D smell and 5D's touch, something like that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, there you go. See, but I think that literally could be a way to approach it. You know, I'm a member of BAFTA Games.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get to look at a zillion games. I don't get to vote very often because I never get a chance to see them all.
Yeah.
All the nominees. So I have to exempt myself. But I just because that wouldn't. Well, you're not allowed to, but it wouldn't be fair. Hey, I've got 3 keys. Yes.
You do. You got the 3-key email.
It's just coming now. Travis Barber from IO Interactive. Thank you, Travis. It's just sent me 3 keys. Yes.
Oh, how funny.
I'll be playing it today. Hey. We should talk again.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I don't know. No, so the point is, that's given me an amazing opportunity to see how the industry's, what it looks like, and how it just goes. I mean, I can't even think of where it could go. I just know one thing, that the power of the imagination is limitless. So there's a guy called, he's just sadly died last September, Sir Kenneth Robinson, the most popular TED Talk ever, 2006. He stood up, he's a Don, a professor from Cambridge or Oxford University, and an expert in education. And he stood up and gave a 20-minute TED Talk about the fact that the education system, as he sees it, is actually been trained to educate young people out of their creativity, because we're not allowed to fail. We have to pass, you know, in life. You have to, at school, you have to pass exams to get you a college entrance. Same thing happens when you get to college or university. You have to pass a series of exams before you get that stupid little piece of paper certificate, so that you can go out and get a job. And in that job, you cannot fail, otherwise you will be fired. So the point of all this is that you said that's the wrong approach. And when I see gaming, and broadly speaking, I see the power of creativity in young people or young minds going, hey, what can we do now? I've got a good idea. Let's do, you know. And there it is. The next year, the level of creativity or ideas is just, it's going faster than bloody evolution. I mean, it's just, where's it going to end? It's just, it's exciting.
It's crazy to see the graphics. Just the graphics, not even the gameplay, but the graphics of the first Hitman to now. Like, it's unbelievable.
You know, in Paris, when I saw the first of this trilogy, and you saw the level of the engine and how much it's, you know, how much it's gone up, you can smell the air. as you see the golden light and the leaves falling from the trees on the banks of the Seine and that amazing palace on the island, and you're going, shit, man, I can smell this. It has a sense memory feel about it, that late summer light, and it reminded me of Silent Assassin, the second game, I think, St. Petersburg. That was my favorite level for many, many years because it had the sound of silence, of snow on the streets. In these granite buildings, wide sort of avenues, very, authoritarian and very cold environment, and then thick snow on the ground and just the crunching of snow under your feet and the way that the sound is deadened when snow is around. And I went, I'm there, mate. This really spooks the shit out of me. And I get the atmosphere, and that is literally 18, 19 years ago. So those kind
has
of...
it been overtaken now, that one?
Yeah, it has. I mean, for me, I think my favorite probably is probably Sapienza or even Paris. Yeah. But I like Sapienza because I can feel the warmth. I can feel the warmth of the stone walls and almost feel what it's like to go into the shade in an alleyway, just to get out of that warm Italian sun in the middle of summer. Again, this is good. And hear the crickets and oh shit, man. All those kind of stuff, sounds and light and which you can get now in the sophistication of the graphics, just really do me in. It just brings back memories, or sense memory and sound memory and picture memory, where you can really feel it. So that's where it's going.
Cash Boy Music says, I'm in love with this interview and I'm only 15 minutes in. You've missed a fair bit, man.
You've missed a fair bit, yeah.
How much longer have I got you for, by the way, Dave? I've still got a few more questions, but I know you've got to go soon.
No, I'm in at home, but I've got my mother-in-law upstairs who needs feeding.
Okay.
And my kids.
I'll give you a couple more.
Listen, they're old enough to open up a can of beans. I mean, I don't know, man. No, I don't know. It's kind of as long as you like, really. But
I've got a few more to ask you before I let you go. I want to ask you your favorite kill. I've got to ask you. In all the Hitman series, you got to give me one, or give me a couple.
No, I can give you. I like dramatic ones, and I know I'm into the silent assassin. I love it when he does something. I'll just.
I feel like that's your favorite of the series. Am I right or wrong?
My favorite is actually it's the chandelier in Hitman 1 in Paris. I just love that because that's gotta hurt, I'm just kidding. I just want to kind of go ole, or voila,
Yeah.
I love that. I love the drama of it.
Yeah.
We did a live. Have you ever seen that? The live version of Realm Pictures did a cooperation with IO Interactive, and they shot over a weekend a live version of Hitman.
No, I haven't seen that.
You got to just check it out. It's on YouTube. Realm Pictures live Hitman. The reason why was for many reasons. I was flown over, and I was put in a sound booth, a glass walled, totally glass sound booth, in this kind of control room in this big fuck off mansion in southwest England.
Yeah,
used to belong to the guy Singer who invented the sewing machine. Very eccentric nutter family, but they've just mothballed this mansion, so Realm Pictures took it over for the weekend and brought in 22 actors, worked out all the scenes, and wired this place the shit out of it. There was cameras, GoPros everywhere, and every actor had an earpiece. And outside there's a stuntman playing me, and behind him is a Steadicam camera, and the lens and the graphics on the lens just made it look like CGI. It just looked. You went. I cannot see the difference. It looks like a cutscene from Hitman, and it's live. And then they, over the 22 YouTubers, there were 10 in LA and 10 in London, I think. They got 60 minutes. They open up the silver suitcase in the sound booth, and there's a feed from the sound booth to me and the control room, which has got about 40 screens on it. It looked like something out of NASA. Everyone's going, okay, are we ready to go? Okay, this is it. 60 minutes from now. And they're looking at the blueprint of the mansion, and they hear my voice going, this is Agent 47 in the field. What do you want me to do? And they go, oh my God, he's talking to me. Yes, I am talking to you. Oh shit.
Oh, you're talking live to them.
I'm talking live.
Oh,
I'm saying,
that's awesome.
What do you want me to do?
That's great.
That was insane. But even in there, we got in a big fuck off statue, made of polystyrene, but you couldn't see that. To be pushed onto, you could actually push that onto your I think it was a Yugoslavian gun runner or something, some kind of mafia dude. But you could do anything. And I know the Chuckle Brothers, they pissed around because they're the late great, one of them's died. But that was fun because they said, right, okay, Agent 47. I'm going, yes. Could you take that monkey wrench? I went, okay. Yeah, I'll get it. So the actor's obviously hearing me because he's listening to his earpiece. He goes and gets the monkey wrench, and I'm okay. What do you want me to do? Go up the stairs, right? And then on the way up the stairs, he said, "Oh, Agent 47." I went, "Yes." Could you let the air out of the radiators on your way up the steps? I'm thinking that poor stuntman actor is going. Oh, one other thing, Agent 47. Could you take your clothes off? I'm going, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, humorous, Agent 47. I think you should, So, and I'm thinking the actor is standing there with his back, obviously, and I know what he's thinking. He's going, don't. And I'm going, okay. So the guy has to strip down to his
wow,
to his understrides,
I can't believe I haven't seen that.
No, you got to have a look because they're pretty wild, but even just the compilation gives you an idea. And for me, the best thing was at the end of that if you get compromised and seen and shot, you can't reset. You had 60 minutes. This was like as real as it's ever going to get. It was brutal. But the best bit was when you're running out the building. Outside there was a white truck, van, and a red or a white Ferrari. So and you got to escape, and you're going, oh, what should we do? Like these young YouTubers, and shit, man, should we? What car do you want me to take? And they go, the Ferrari, the Ferrari, just take the Ferrari, kill that, get rid of it. And the excitement of me watching them on the screen, just totally losing it at the thought that I was going to steal us a Ferrari, Agent 47, we're going to drive out of here. That I used to adore that, seeing that kind of, live energy from real players going, should we take the van? No, let's take the Ferrari.
Yeah.
And so do have a look at it, Dan, because it's worth it. It's good value.
I will.
But no,
I have to ask you as well.
Cool, man.
Your favorite quote or some quotes that you love over the years. Do any spring to mind? I know the bathroom one.
Yeah, I know the bathroom
one became an
insane one. I love the one it's just the end of Blood Money, about names are for friends.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the whole quote now.
Someone will know it in the chat. I know that. Someone mentioned it on the stream just before. I remember.
Yeah, names of friends, and I don't need. It was just a great.
Yeah.
Was it the end of? Was it End of Blood Money or was it Absolution? Maybe it was Absolution. Shit, no, that's bad news. I don't. But it was really good. It really had a resonance, and actually, some rappers have just contacted me from
Names of her
Luxembourg.
friends, so I don't need one.
Yeah, and I love it for all sorts of reasons because also it kind of resonates with me personally as a kid who moved around a lot. I mean, too many times, 9 schools in 13 years. I didn't know where I was coming or going.
Wow.
So not year and 12 year, whatever that, the school education system was. But something about that line really I personally kind of identify with the line. So to end off a game saying
Okay.
that names are for friends, I don't need that. Yeah. I remember once thinking when I was 18 years old, I'm not going to get involved in life because it's going to hurt. Duh. Of course life hurts. Life is going to kill you in the end. But I was just being really stupid and rather kind of idealistic or romantic or weird. I don't know, all of the above. And but somehow, of course, it's totally stupid. Thank God I got involved in acting, which got you to get out there and squeal like a pig, or with feelings and emotions, because that would be really sad. You kind of avoid living life because I don't want to get hurt by life. That's what you think when that's what I did when I was 18.
Yeah. So when you look back
Yeah.
on the whole series, what do you take away from it all at this stage in your life?
What an amazing journey, and also as an actor, it's just
Your favorite
doesn't
role?
happen. Yeah, absolutely. It is my favorite role.
Mm.
And that's, I like to say, oh, what about, I've played Macbeth. Oh, that was a role. Or, some big Shakespearean roles.
Yeah.
Uh, what I'm trying to say is it's very rare for as an actor in their career to play a role for such a long time.
I don't.
Normally attached to
Is there
something
another
for
voice
3 6
actor that's
months.
played a
Yeah,
video
there's
game
the
character
guy
as long
from
as you?
Mario Brothers.
Oh, that
Damn it,
bastard!
that
That
bastard!
bastard!
I'll kill him for free. Because I would be the world's longest running
Really? If it
voice.
wasn't for him?
Yeah, but he's
Wow,
been doing Mario for
that's crazy.
25 years, 26 years. So
I think you've had more lines than him. I've got a
bastard.
feeling.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just that it's being involved in something for such a long time,
Mm.
uh, and having the joy of coming back to it, and coming back with that knowledge. That's the pity about it. It if it was to stop, and
Yeah.
that's why I know it won't. But because you throw away all that knowledge, you throw away all that memory, you throw all that emotional recall and experience, uh, as well as the squadzillions of dollars, So that's not going to happen. But it's simply being attached to something for so long. It's brilliant. It's
Is
great
there
fun.
a reason that you haven't done many other video games? I think you've done one other game. Is that right?
Yeah, I haven't officially. I've only done one other game, and that
Yeah.
was only last year, actually. Light Matter, a
Yeah.
tunnel vision game. Here's a really stupid thing. I was being loyal to IO Interactive and to Agent
Really?
47. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm now not going to be. Now I'm going to slut it up for the money. I will do anything for money. Bar mitzvahs, weddings, funerals. I'll be there. No, in the sense that I'm open much more now, for another game franchise, and
So you were
and
just
also
closed off, yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be
Okay.
involved.
Wow.
It was I didn't actively pursue it, and I said a no to a couple of jobs which could have probably
You can't
which will
mention them,
remain.
I'm guessing.
No, I can't remember. I literally can't mention them. But now I've got a new voice agent in London, who's the dog's bollocks.
Oh, yeah.
Soho Voices. So I'm very much in the market for another computer game.
So are
I'm
you
there.
working on something now? I know you can't. If you were, you couldn't say anything. But
No,
you
I'm
got
not.
things in the works, or
No, not in the computer game industry.
okay,
Um, Plenty of work.
in
Thank
other
heaven.
industries, yeah.
Yeah, I am all voiceover work, and I'm filming a TV series as well in Denmark, which is good fun
Oh, nice.
and very very. That's why I got this weird little thing. Uh, it's I'm
How
playing
long
a
did
very
that take you?
about 10 minutes. I said I can't grow
Same,
that.
same here. This is about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like you shaved this morning, and that's what happened to me. I just gotta just go, and then, but no, I'm playing a nice role in a Danish TV series, but I'm playing a very
You're,
eccentric conductor. I'm a symphony orchestra
ooh,
conductor.
wow.
So yeah, which is,
Is
and
that
I'm
in
gay, and
English
I'm
or
married, and everything.
is
Yeah,
that in Danish? Do you speak
I'm
Danish?
doing it in English because
Yep.
I'm being brought to the Danish National Symphony Orchestra as this big famous English,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
director, what do you call
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
conductor.
Conductor, yeah, yeah.
He's brought to Denmark to take over the orchestra. So it's a 10 part series. So
Oh,
I'm in
wow.
the middle of that, filming that. But I'm gonna shit myself when I'm going to actually conduct the orchestra. Oh God, I'm gonna stand there in front of
In
them
front
going,
of all the extras.
no, but I mean, they're the real cheese. 106 musicians going, ready when you are, and I'll be going, ah. I've had 6 hours of training so far, but they keep canceling
Really? Wow.
the orchestra film days because someone gets bloody COVID. So
Oh,
they
bloody hell.
go, all right, cancel. Everyone stand down, stand down. So then I'm going, okay, I've forgotten everything. Shit. So I'll have another session to learn how to conduct. And I did say, hey, tell me there's going to be a real conductor somewhere just out of shot because this could go really bad. And again, yeah, you won't be murdering Mahler's Sixth Symphony. There'll be a real guy behind you going, doing this. I'll be waving my, but you want to get it right, because you could look like such a dick.
Yeah. In
So I don't
something
want to
like
do.
that, especially, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, like you hear George Clooney when he did ER, the TV shows, and they're all there, cutting people up and they're going, nurse, the scalpels, and there must be every surgeon and doctor or anyone medically
they're
trained must
just
be watching
thinking,
these
what
series
a
going,
tosser.
oh my, what a test. I just watched
Oh,
another one of my favorite films, by the way, is Interstellar.
oh, are we the same guy? Seriously,
I just
what a
watched a bit of it
film!
last night, and I was watching the
Ah,
scene. Wow, okay. That, I mean, NASA, must be going, oh God, it doesn't happen like that. We're not as sexy as you people, but I just can't get enough of that film. So it's a long one, but I'm gonna see that one again tonight.
oh, I
I'm
love the
gonna,
docking scene. I don't know if you've seen that, but
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that just in the theater and IMAX, watching that scene. I don't
Oh,
think I've seen a scene like that ever before.
I love Gravity as well for the
Yeah,
the George Clooney Sandra Bullock thing because of that. The space stuff was just like, oh man, this should be a computer game. You know,
I said the
it's
same
weird when
thing.
you start thinking you're turning it around and saying watching something again. This should be a computer game.
Well,
It probably will be
we got a
because
double
it
o
is a
seven.
computer game. So,
We've got the double o seven game. I
yeah,
know they're working on an Indiana Jones game. A lot of IP is switching over. It's we're seeing a lot of
yeah, they
games go to
are.
movies and vice versa. So yeah,
Well, there's a big growing thing in LA. Is obviously you can get you can scan someone in. They don't even have to be young now. You could take an old image of Arnold Schwarzenegger from the 80s, going, hasta la vista, baby.
and just put them in.
And you
Yeah.
can scan him in, and you will have Terminator 23 in 15 years' time, and he will
Mm.
still be earning money. if he knows who he is at that point, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you can just virtual reality, motion
Yeah.
capture anyone now, and that's becoming trendy. But because the graphics are getting so good that it's like Spielberg's, Ready Player One, going, okay, what's real and what's not real? This is the shit. I'm interested in this,
Do you think that's a good or bad thing?
Well, as a human being, it's probably a bad thing. But let's face it, I think was it Stephen Hawking said, please trust me, these are my last words, or rather, these are my last words. AI, watch out, AI is going to take over the world.
Oh no, it's scary.
50 million years to get your evolution shit together. AI is caught up in 3 months, So watch your backs, humans.
Well, they already know what we're doing at every second of the day, don't they? With the phones,
Well,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I get kind of freaked out when my car tells me not to change lanes. I want to change lanes, and this car's going, no, it's a bad idea. It's a bad. Fuck off! I got to indicate. Then it goes, oh, okay, you want to go into. Yes, just leave me alone to drive the car like a maniac. I won't let you do it. German technology.
Well, Dave, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on today. I really appreciate your time and taking the time to talk to us.
My pleasure, Ben. I think I've enjoyed myself a little more than I anticipated. So,
well, that's always good. We'll have to have you back on when you're in some upcoming games, hopefully in the next few years.
Yeah, well, watch out because they will be happening.
They'll be stupid not to hire you. I tell you what.
Yeah, I think there's going to be work out there. The industry's recovering, and also there is a chance. I get invited pretty much every year to go to Auckland and to Sydney to the computer game conventions.
Do you? Yeah.
November, December, and I never can do it because I do my winter theatre commitment in Copenhagen and Tivoli Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that for a million years, and there's a kind of a cult following to come and see this show. So it just clashes every year, but that's not going to continue forever. So
Have you ever been down here before?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
my best mate lives in New Zealand, and I've got mates in Sydney and.
You'll love it. You'll absolutely.
I can't wait. I'd love to come there. So I just want to get my ass down there. So I've heard you got a few good waves down there as well.
It's
I'm a surfer.
few.
So
Just a few.
I will bring all my boards. So I want to go surfing in Australia.
I didn't know there was much of a surf in Denmark, to be honest.
No, there isn't. I'm the only person with 5 surfboards in the attic. But I go down to southwest France. I go down to Hossegor, Cap-Breton.
Ah, okay.
Just kind of Europe's one of the best waves around here. It's a beach break stuff. It's good, and I go and see the Quickie Pro in September, October. So I know I'm a surfer, and my kids surf as well. I brought them up well.
Wow, good man.
We go there every year.
Keep them active.
Yeah, no, they love it, and I want them to have that relationship with the sea. But no, I've surfed in Denmark, but you freeze your nuts off, and it's about 2 foot big.
Well, that's the thing. It's the same here where I live in Melbourne. It's the coldest state in Australia. Every other state's hot, so the surf here is always very, very cold. But
it's cold. Down there, Bells Beach and in Victoria, bit cold, mate. Tasmania cold. No.
Well, Dave, I really appreciate your time. Before I let you go, I do need a favor from you. I need a line from 47 directed at me, Dan. I need something.
Sure.
Surely you can give me something.
Yeah, I can also send you something. I'll do something for your voicemail or something like that. I've got a.
Oh, that'd be unbelievable.
Can you drop me an email?
Yeah, I will.
I will. Yeah. Do that, and I'll transfer something to you, a little voicemail, man. But right now, there is a line which is actually Liam Neeson from Taken. which gives me a boner every time I hear it. Which is like, you know, it says, you know, what's the line? I will find you. I will hunt you down. I will find you. And when I find you, I will kill you. I know where you live, Dan. I don't know. But send me that and I'll record some.
Thank you so much. Hey, it's been a blast.
Listen, if you want a little tag for your podcast, or just to kind of say, you know, this is Agent 47. Listen to Dan. Otherwise, I will find you.
I'll have to take you up on that offer, mate.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Because you don't understand. I'm playing Hitman at like 9 years old. I shouldn't be playing it, and I'm hearing your voice, and now I'm here talking to you. So it's unbelievable.
I can't believe it. 93. That's just, you just ruined my day there. Listen, Dan, my pleasure. It's been a real pleasure talking to you, man.
No, absolute pleasure. I hope you have a great 2021, better than last year, hopefully.
It can only be better than 2020.
And I wish you and your family well, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yeah, man. Okay, I'll take you up on that. Me too.
Take care, mate. Care.
All right. See ya. Bye. Hey.
Wow. What a guy. What a guy, eh? What a fantastic chat with Dave. Did you guys enjoy that? Cash Boy, Rich Dude, Karish, Alpha 55, Yellow Tomato, Fox the Dope Dude. Great stuff. Appreciate it, guys. No, that was brilliant. We had him for about an hour and a half. I mean, that sort of access, you're not going to get that much. And what a surreal moment, even for me. You know, Absolution came out in 2009. I would have been, a young lad then, 17, 16. You know, Blood Money came out in years before that. I would have been, 10, 11, 12. So it's just a real thrill to talk to Dave. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by today. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. Leave a like, comment on the video. Really helps me out. Really helps the channel out. We're going to have Troy Baker on next, so I hope you join me for that. Thanks as always, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's play that little Hitman to sign it off, eh?
Like pilots go